What if I told you that the very keyboard you're typing on right now, the ubiquitous QWERTY layout, is a monumental $100 billion mistake designed not for speed, but to deliberately slow you down? Sounds outrageous, right? But the truth behind QWERTY is a fascinating tale of technological compromise, historical accident, and deeply ingrained inertia. To understand this, we need to travel back to the 1870s, to the dawn of the typewriter. Christopher Latham Scholes, the inventor of the first commercially successful typewriter, faced a critical mechanical problem. Early typewriters were purely mechanical. If you typed too fast, especially consecutive letters that were physically close on the type basket, the type bars would clash and jam. Imagine a frantic journalist in the 1870s, trying to meet a deadline, only for their machine to seize up repeatedly. Scholes' solution: rearrange the keyboard to separate commonly used letter pairs, forcing typists to slow down, thereby preventing jams. This wasn't about optimizing for human efficiency, it was about preventing machine failure. Letters like T and H, E, and R, frequently appearing together in English, were deliberately placed far apart. The most used letters, A, S, D, F, J, K, L, semicolon, which should ideally be on the home row for maximum comfort and speed, are scattered. Your left hand does a disproportionate amount of work, even though most people are right-hand. It's a design born from a mechanical limitation that has persisted for over 150 years, long after the mechanical constraints disappeared with the advent of electronic and then digital keyboards. This is the fundamental flaw. We are still using a layout designed for a problem that hasn't existed for decades, and it's actively holding us back. Now, let's talk about the real-world impact of this legacy design. This isn't just a quirky historical fact, it's a constant drain on productivity and a source of physical strain for billions. Think about the sheer volume of text produced globally every single day. Emails, reports, code, social media posts, creative writing. Every keystroke made on a QWERTY keyboard is, on average, less efficient than it could be. Studies have shown that alternative layouts like Dvorak or Colmac can significantly reduce finger travel distances, sometimes by as much as 50 to 80%. What does that translate to? Faster typing speeds, yes, but also less fatigue, fewer errors, and ultimately, more output. For an individual, this might mean an extra hour or two of productive work per week, or simply less strain at the end of a long day. Multiply that across the global workforce, billions of people spending hours daily interacting with keyboards, and the cumulative cost becomes staggering. The 100 billion mistake isn't a literal transaction, but a conceptual figure representing the lost economic output, the healthcare costs associated with repetitive strain injuries, RSIs, like carpal tunnel syndrome, and the sheer opportunity cost of not adopting a demonstrably superior standard. Imagine if every programmer, every writer, every data entry clerk could type 20 to 30% faster and with less discomfort. The economic ripple effect would be immense. Industries from software development to customer service, where typing is central, are constantly grappling with efficiency and employee well-being. QWERTY, in its subtle but pervasive way, contributes to both these challenges. It's the invisible tax on our digital lives, a constant friction in our interaction with technology. So, if there are better alternatives, why are we still stuck with QWERTY? The answer lies in a powerful combination of human psychology, economic inertia, and a classic chicken and egg problem. Firstly, muscle memory. Most of us learn to type on QWERTY as children or young adults. That muscle memory is deeply ingrained, almost subconscious. The thought of relearning an entirely new layout can be daunting, frustrating, and initially, slower. The immediate productivity hit of switching is a significant barrier for individuals and businesses alike. Who wants to be less efficient for weeks or months, even if it promises long-term gains? Secondly, the sheer ubiquity of QWERTY. Every computer, every laptop, every smartphone, every public terminal defaults to QWERTY. Keyboards are manufactured in the billions, all with the QWERTY layout. There's no widespread market demand for alternative physical layouts because most people don't even know alternatives exist, or they perceive the switching cost as too high. This creates a vicious cycle: no demand, no supply, no supply, no easy adoption. The investment in QWERTY infrastructure, both physical and educational, is immense. Training materials, typing tests, even software shortcuts are all built around QWERTY. Furthermore, there's a lack of standardized education around typing efficiency. Schools typically teach QWERTY, perpetuating the cycle. This isn't just about individual choice, it's a systemic issue. We've collectively adopted a suboptimal standard, and the cost of changing it, while immense, is dwarfed by the ongoing cost of not changing it, yet the immediate hurdle feels too high. Hey, if you're finding this deep dive into keyboard history and its impact as fascinating as I do, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We've got so much more tech analysis coming your way. But all is not lost. The future of typing isn't necessarily bound by Scholl's 19th century compromise. There are practical solutions and exciting innovations on the horizon. The most well-known alternative layout is Dvorak, patented in 1936 by August Dvorak and William Dealey. Dvorak places the most common letters on the home row, with vowels on one side and consonants on the other, promoting alternating hand usage and significantly reducing finger travel. Another popular alternative is Colmac, designed in 2006, which aims to be an easier switch for QWERTY users by keeping many common non-alphabetic keys in the same place and only changing 17 keys. While these require a learning curve, many users report significant speed and comfort gains within weeks or months. Beyond software layouts, ergonomic keyboards offer physical solutions. Split keyboards, tenting features, and mechanical switches can further alleviate strain and improve the typing experience, regardless of the layout used. But the true disruption might come from beyond the traditional keyboard. Voice input technology, once clunky, is becoming incredibly sophisticated and accurate, integrated into everything from smartphones to smart assistants. Gesture typing on touchscreens, while not replacing full keyboard input for heavy tasks, offers another alternative. Looking further ahead, imagine AI-powered predictive text that anticipates your thoughts, drastically reducing the number of keystrokes needed. Or brain-computer interfaces, which could one day allow us to type directly from our minds. The physical QWERTY keyboard might eventually become a relic, replaced by more intuitive and efficient input methods that don't carry the baggage of a 150-year-old design flaw. Until then, for those of us still reliant on physical keyboards, experimenting with alternative layouts or investing in ergonomic hardware can offer immediate, tangible benefits. The power to break free from the 100 billion mistake is literally at our fingertips, whether through a software setting change or by embracing new technologies. So, the next time you sit down to type, take a moment to reflect on the QWERTY layout. Is it serving you, or are you serving its outdated design? The decision to stick with the status quo often means sacrificing potential gains in efficiency, comfort, and even health. The QWERTY keyboard is a testament to the enduring power of standards, even when those standards are suboptimal. But it also highlights our collective capacity to innovate and adapt. What are your thoughts on QWERTY? Have you ever tried an alternative layout? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this deep dive thought-provoking, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel for more tech insights, and tell me what other tech myths or design flaws you'd like us to explore next. Your engagement helps us bring you more content like this. Thanks for watching.